Now we appear. We're back. What a mess. Don't worry, nothing bad will happen. It's already happened. We wait for some people to come back on here and let us check where we are. And are we live on YouTube? I just have to go into in here and just check there that we are actually live on YouTube as well. And we are. Excellent. And I just want to delete that other video there that came up, folks, because that's just now gone. Sorry about this. I'll be with you now in 2 seconds. There we go. It's gone. We want to keep a nice, clean situation here. Okay, let's go back to live. Get the comments on YouTube. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. Let's go in here. Bear with me, folks. That's what I want there. Come on. There we go. We got Clappy D. Clappy D, hi. How are you doing? I had a few problems there. I just tried something new there. So we should have... oh, we're on YouTube here. Okay, great. And I just want to get the Twitch up here. I've just changed things around. I'll tell you now in a minute. I wanted to try something. So Twitch. Are we on Twitch now is the thing? Gripper Sim is streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let me see it. Thank you very much. Now we have the Twitch stream. Do we though? Do we? No chats, no comments on Twitch just yet. Okay, Clappy T, it's just you and me for the moment, and one or two others. So I'm hoping I'm twitching. Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch is live. Okay, good. You see, what happens is when you're using Streamlabs, if you log in as your Twitch account, it's different than it's when you log into your YouTube account. It wasn't displaying the YouTube comments on the chat box, so you could see it. So I was trying to figure that out, and I said I'll log out, log back in. What harm could it cause? And there we go. Captain Tershaki, greetings. How are you doing? We're all good. Not going to be many today because I missed yesterday because I just couldn't get out of Dublin. I couldn't get home in time. I wasn't home till very late. It was a very stressful. No, it wasn't a stressful day, but it was a long day. Now hopefully the cameras aren't going to act up on us as well. But everything should be fine and smooth and dandy, folks. Really, do you know? Because we have 1440p now, and it should be a little bit clearer for you. And I've got another monitor now. I have my space sorted out, so things are a bit organized for me. So that's all very good. Glad BD's laughing his head off. That's fine. Look at. I have no producer buttons ain't doing the job today. I'm looking over at her here. I have to get you another camera so you can see. It's hilarious the look she gives me. So we are not in Wizz Air. Right, we are in, of course, Air Berlin because we're going to Berlin. This airport is new. Well, it's new to me. It's probably been out for a while. Not a very big airport, but I thought I'd show you something new. I can't pronounce it. I think I better be right. It's in Poland. Wroclaw, not Warsaw. That's like Wroclaw. Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo. And we're going to Berlin, Echo Delta Delta Tango. Looks like a good airport. I like the way it's just, you know, you can see in the glass and stuff. They haven't got any peeps walking around yet. I'm sure they'll have an update. But just a few people walking by the glass would be great. Because it's all about when you're sitting in the cockpit, isn't it? You're sitting in the cockpit and you just want to see at least shadows of people going by, just to give a bit of a life. Who do we have with us on the stream who's been very patient? Let us see. Let us see, folks. Producer Butts, what are you doing? We've got Valstorm. He's flying the Aer Lingus livery. Nice one, Valstorm. Nice one. I like the cut of your jib. We also, there's another one there I can see it, but it's not showing. There's a few of you there, I know that. But it's only showing a Valstorm's tag there. What's the producer buttons going off in one? Here, look at. You'll see eventually. No. There you go. There, she's up to her. No good business there. So, folks, let's just get started, shall we? Let's reposition the camera because people will slowly join as time goes on. Redcap, greetings. How are you doing? Redcap says, what was the A go around? Was that a go around? Sorry. Yes, it was a go around. It was a go around literally for the stream. Do you know? That's what it was. Captain Tershaki says, on the way, just updating. We got loads of time. Let's do the flight plan. So we're going to go from 0 to here, or 0. We're going to do everything from flight plan, the whole lot. I have another monitor here to my left, which is absolutely great news, folks, because then I have more real estate. I don't have to go around. Oh, you'll see me. What? Oh, I'm here for... Oh, not that window here, that window there. It's supposed to be problems. We don't want that. Producer buttons, I know you're up to mischief, please, and come away from that area in general, please. Producer buttons. Thank you. You flight. It's going to be very messy today, folks. It's going to be very messy. Very messy. I've slept very little the last 2 nights. So I'm going to be... And other things happened to me today with regards to eating foodstuffs. I will talk about that in the cruise. You'll find it hilarious. I know you will. I will later. Echo Papa Whiskey Rum. Yeah, eating foodstuffs. I was eating something and things aren't working out. Echo Delta Tango. Yeah, you can guess. Have a guess why I ate something and it's just not. I know what you're thinking, but you may be wrong. Okay, let's double check our departure. Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo. Echo Delta Tango. I'm going to put on some extra fuel there. We put 19 minutes on. We're doing a one-way trip today, folks. Tomorrow, or hopefully during the week, I'll get 2 trips in. It's not a long flight. I might do this on the way back. We'll see how I feel. If I'm not feeling well, if I'm feeling better, I'll do... No, I'm going to do one flight. The one flight. Okay. Ian Bevington's with us. Recap's with us as well. I said that already. Told you I'm tired. Let's just generate that flight. Yep, that's it. That's all you do. Where you're going, where you're leaving from, where you're going to, and the aircraft type. And you can build on that, isn't it? Which I haven't had time to do yet. Let's hop to the aircraft, folks. Let us hop into the aircraft and get things ready and stuff. I have no checklist because I was just doing up my office and its papers all in the other room, of course, and I haven't got my checklist, but this is probably good. You know, he flows. Battery 1 or 2 on. External power. While I see it there, I'm going to put it on the fuel pumps. And the oxygen cruise supply. And the APU. Wait 2 seconds after you hit the APU button, master button. The emergency lights. Safety belts, so we'll put those on because we're going to load it pretty quickly. Strobes onto auto, and we'll put the beacon light on. We're assuming we're loaded now. But we're going to do that now in a second. Oh yes, very important. Don't forget to align the INS, the navigation. I do the usual switching on and off again, so it'll load up instantly. Very nice. There, it's all there. It's all dandy there. Look how nice is that. Happy days. Let us download our flight plan. So we are going to go straight into init. Init request. Takes a second or 2. Very good. Come on. Oh, invalid flight plan uplink. I know what that is. Because we were flying in America last time, weren't we? Right. So the units, I'm guessing, are not the same. No, that's fine. Hectopascal's fine. Distance is meters. It could be... Let's have a look and see here. We haven't got that before. I may have done something wrong. So let's just do the flight plan again. Let's just check the aircraft. A320, yeah. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Just checking the route. That is interesting, isn't it? Does anyone have any ideas what that would be? I don't think... I'm just stabbing... I'm stabbing there, just trying to... Invalid flight plan uplink. Or for some reason... Is it the case we're not logged on for some reason? Do you know... Let's just import from SimBrief here. Maybe I have to do that first. I don't think so, though. Re-import for SimBrief. Yes. 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 Your plan offline. Okay, that's no bother with the time. So we are there. It's reading it here. Let's try it again here. Isn't that interesting? Maybe we'll learn something new, folks. Did you import the flight plan? I did. On EFB. No, EFB I didn't. No, it's not doing it. Valstrom only showing me part of the route. Interesting. Okay. Don't be overdoing it, mate. Take a break. You need it. No, it's that I ate something. I'll tell you the way it's funny. It's happened to all of you. I know it has. I know it's happened to everyone. Speedbird Simtech, have you got the multi-panel to work properly in the Fenix? The multi-panel... I don't know what you mean by the multi-panel over here. Let me know there what you mean, Speedbird, the multi-panel. So that's a bit odd. I'm going to do the flight plan again. We'll just regenerate. It won't take a second. Let's have a look there. So I'll go to new flight. Maybe I didn't generate the flight. That's very possible. That's very possible, actually. Echo, that's what you meant. Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo. See, you see, I tell you when you're tired. Echo Delta Delta Tango. You know, it's the end of the day, and you know we've all had a long day and stuff. But when you do those 3 days in a row, that kind of thing, you get very tired. It's fine the first day. The second day you're okay. Third day, you're wiped out. And I didn't want to leave the stream tonight. We'll take it cool. I didn't generate the flight plan. My brain, the guy at the back of my brain is shouting. You didn't do it. I didn't generate it. No, sir. No, sir. It's not so much I'm tired, by the way. It's more what happened, that incident with the eating of not substances, but food. I'll tell you, wait till in the cruise. It's kind of funny because we've all done it. Okay, generate flight plan. No, that's what I'm sure I didn't do that now. And yeah, producer buttons is looking at me. There we go, Gripper Sim. You dummy. Just for the moment. Not always. There we go. There, it's going to come next. I know. Oh. Okay. I did generate the flight plan then. Speedbird, have you the multi-panel Speedbird, Logitech multi-panel hardware above the Logitech? Oh yes, Speedbird, sorry. Yes, that's another thing I need to talk to you about. This thing here is lit up to me, on me there. I don't know why, it's just out of the blue. Just out of the blue. So bear with me till I get this working. Invalid flight plan uplink. Invalid flight plan. Maybe I was too early. I'll try to get there. I will see how we go. No, it's not doing it. I had this problem before, but it's definitely units. It was the units, but the units seem okay. You know? Weight is kilograms, not pounds. Hectopascals and meters. That is all I can think there, and so it's not that. So that's quite common if you go to America, it gives out. But it gives you a good error message for that on the electronic flight black. So what could this be? What have I done wrong here? A320. That is most peculiar. I haven't moved the aircraft anywhere. That is most peculiar. Now I've done that twice, so that's not the issue. What mistake could I possibly have made? What a pain in the neck. If anyone knows, let me know. But that is quite peculiar. Now, could it be Sim Connect? No, it wouldn't do anything then if it was Sim Connect. It's great now. I have another monitor here, and I thought everything would go nice and smoothly. But that's not how streaming works, is it? We'll get through it. We'll find out. We will find out, folks, what is going on. I looked this up here and we'll find it, shall we? Let us look up that error. Invalid flight plan uplink. I'll type it in here. It's OT set for US but flying now in Europe. Where is that there? As in, yeah, I checked the units. Is OT, what do you mean by OT? Set for US but flying in Europe. OT. Oh, the FP. Yeah. Yeah. It should be. Let's just double check that. Maybe that's the problem. So we need to go to my flight. No, to the main here. Is it pilot brief? I don't think it's pilot brief. It's funny, I've only done this twice logged on. Because it comes up and asks you. No, it's not pilot brief. Where do you set it up? I just trying to remember. It was in settings. I don't think it's in settings. Yeah, there is sim brief. That's fine. Connected. That's fine. It did upload the weather. I know it's connected to SimBrief because here we've got everything here, so that's not the issue. Right, that can't be the issue. It's got to be something with the flight plan. Now, it's got to be something we have discovered before, you know, so that's very frustrating. I'll try, right? I will try. Try something else here, right? I mean, nothing's changed. That looks okay to me. Let us try something slightly different. Let's make sure I got the aircraft right, because that happened to me before. That's it. Have it up here? No, it's only for the Airbus A320. I have to do that one day. So that's the right aircraft. As I said, Echo. It could be a typo. Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo. To Echo Delta Delta Tango. That's all I did. Could be something else in here. Let's try this second one here. Just to try something different. I know I'm kind of stopping in the dark. Oh, Jason, thank you. He says, blimey, your stream has excellent picture quality today. Yes, Jason, I've been working hard. 1440p now, Jason. If I can get in the air, it'll be great. But it has been working very well. Nate, Limp, or try loading from ALC menu, flight init. Okay. Let's generate this one, okay? Let's generate this one. I'm going to try and figure that out. Try loading from ALC menu. Flight init. Where are you? Yeah, SimBrief is good. Yeah, SimBrief is downloading it, look. Just get that out of the way. Let's go to my flash. Re-import from SimBrief. Yes, re-import now. Gives out about the time always. So it's loading in everything here and the massive balance and everything. Looks like it's loading that in, like I can load aircraft now. Alright, so that's fine. I know it's connected to SimBrief now. Oh, Echo Delta Delta Tango is closed for 2 years. It ain't on the system. It doesn't exist. That's why, Clappy D, you're a hero. Ladies and gentlemen, Clappy D is hero of the day, folks. Clappy D. I bought that airport. How can I have to uninstall it now because I'm not making that same mistake again. So we're going to have, ladies and gentlemen, it's our pilot speaking. We're going to have a delay. The airport that we're going to is no longer existing. Yeah, so Ian, our problem is Berlin doesn't exist. So let me come out here. Does anyone else know of somewhere nearby we could go to? Any suggestions that's nearby to Poland? Can I purchase one more? They don't take too long. So yeah, it won't. It's odd. It's not. It doesn't exist. So it's a problem there. Let us try somewhere else. Let me see here. Let me go out to the main menu here. Beat me to it, Valstrom. Yeah, let's just go to the main menu. Okay. And we might get another airport for the gang and stuff. I'm going to come out to the main menu and select a different place. I'll change the title. I can do it while we're live. Now, if I had a pen, which I do, we're going to change our destination from Berlin. Echo Delta, damn it. Now, Berlin is over here. Right, so delete him. I just like to write a note of things. So when I finish the stream, because I'm not making that same mistake again, that's just embarrassing. That's what's been happening. So where are we? We are in Wroclaw, right? Stay there, folks. We're still leaving from Wroclaw. Everything will be fine. We'll be getting underway soon. A maintenance problem, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to get the timing right. So where can we go from here? Go up to... Oh, this is what I must have bought. Ron. Roughly that'll take... Look at the cruise. 31 minutes. Okay, we'll do that. It is strange that it allows you to generate the plan, but you're making... I remember someone telling me that before now. I may have done that before. So that's... We are now going to... Okay? Oh no, hang on. Gripper sim. Hang on. So you got to put a lot of thought into this, folks. Just flattening it up. No. You silly Billy. See, it was dark and I didn't know where I was going. So we are going to Berlin. We are going to... Somewhere where I've Bratislava. That's got to be a small airfield there. That can't be the actual Bratislava. Is that the actual Bratislava? That's not. That's a small airfield to Bratislava. We haven't been to Bratislava. I would like to... Oh, there is a... No, that's not Bratislava. Is that the Bratislava airport we always... I've been to Bratislava. Yeah, that looks like Bratislava there. Let me have a look at the car parks here. Yeah, that's one, you know. Would you have the patience, folks, for me to download Bratislava? Isn't that the one, Bratislava? There's Bratislava there. But that's got to be it. It's an interesting airport because it's very, if I remember correctly, Bratislava is always fogged up. Because they built it, the cells around it, and of course all the moisture sinks into it. I think that's, when you go to Bratislava and Ryanair, that's got to be it. I don't, does that be it there? Let me have a look at it. Oh god, this could be it here actually. Yes, this is the one I've been to, not the other one. And they don't have this for sale, do they? No. So we're going to go to, if you don't mind, we're going to go to Bratislava. This is Bratislava. If you go on Ryanair to Bratislava, here it is. So I'm gonna rejig the title of the video. I can only do it on YouTube. So instead of going to Berlin, we're going to Lima, Zulu, India, Bravo. Unfortunately, they don't have any payware for Bratislava. And let me just spell that correctly so I can change it in YouTube. I can change that later, folks, really. Do you know what I mean? You're watching the video. If they're watching it after the stream, they'll know it's changed. Okay. So. Reset there just in case. We want to spawn on Wroclaw. We're very close. Poland is very close to that part of the world, isn't it? Set for departure and hit the fly button. Don't forget fly live. And you know the great news is just sitting there looking at me. Tappy D, do you know? Just sitting there looking at me. Isn't that choice? I don't have to go moving windows around. I'll tell you about that in the way. We are now going to Lima, Zulu, India, Bravo. Okay, and we'll refresh that fuel. Let me get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of you. Hit the fly button. Stop that nonsense there. Sorry, that should be over here on my new window, which I'll explain later. And then we will go forth and reset. Fly live. Where are you? There we go. Boom. Easy. Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo. Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo to Lima Zulu India Bravo. Excellent. Let us go to sim brief. Once more. I'm just going to push through it. I like it when it goes smoothly, but it's not going to go smoothly all the time. New flight. Okay. Yeah, new flight. Okay, fine. Okay, so this time. Echo Papa. Whiskey Romeo. To Lima Zulu India Bravo. Aircraft A320. I'm going to carry 90 minutes of excess fuel. I have a quick look at the route there. Nice straight route. And generate the flight. We get going very quickly now. Let's have a look here what they're saying here on Twitch here. Captain Checky, Jason, greetings. Jason, greetings to you. Thank you. I'm delighted you think the stream looks like much clearer. It makes just those little things, you know, the little small things. Lots of little small things make things very, very good. And that's what I'm working on. And I enjoy doing it. It's like a hobby now for me, you know, really. Okay, shut up, Gripper Sim. Wipers are off and all the switches are should be. Let's check my controls here. We've got our detents working. Our engines are working fine. That's enough for me. Battery masters on. 1 and 2. We have external power on. Let's put on the fuel pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blah, 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 blah. Let's give some oxygen to the crew. Don't worry about the passengers. Strobe light onto auto. I'm going to put the smoking and safety belt signs on. We light up the tail nav. We're going to assume that we are kind of loaded. So let's get the old nav. We need that. We need the navigation up here. I'm switching it on and off again so we don't have to wait. There we go. Now I'm going to slow down. You know, because what happens is when you rush, you know things are going to go wrong. You know it. I know it. Producer knows it. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. Let's get the flight plan up here because we don't want to be messing around with this too long. Okay, so let's go into init and yeah. Phew. Did you see the horror in my face? Did you see the horror? Did you see the anticipation of disaster? Yes, you did. I know you did. You know it. I know it. Producer buttons knows I know it. Now I'm going to use SimBrief panel here, which is really handy so you can kind of see. So I'm just going to fetch it there. And I'm going to use raw. Happy days. There's a flight plan here. So let us get our cruise level, which is down here a little bit. Level 33,000 feet. It's not a long trip. Maybe, I don't know. 230 flight level 330. That temperature looks about right. Let us go to page 2. We get our mass and balances and stuff. There's other stuff I want to get out of here. Let's just go into the flight plan. I don't want to close this down unnecessarily, so we're going to keep it good. We are going to depart. Do the mass and balance now in a second. We're departing runway 11, and we're using the PEC OT 1 Alpha. This one here. Papa Echo Kilo Tango Oscar 1 Alpha. So it's left out the Tango there for some reason. It only has so many digits, I'm told. Insert that. Great. And for arrival, I just clear the messages down below here. Hit the clear button to get all that done. There's our arrival. Please have a nice arrival for me, please. We are coming into... where are you? Liz. The arrival is... stars Bravo Echo Romeo Victor Alpha Echo 3, but we're coming into runway 31 ILS 31. Thank you. I'm going to look for BER here. BER Victor Alpha 3 right. 3 right. That's the one. Boom. Insert and that. Let's examine now our flight plan. Let's just examine that. We're going to go to plan mode and we leave it at 40 miles so we're not standing here for ages. And boom, 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 boom. No discontinuities, no breaks. All the dots are aligned. And there we go, nicely into Bratislava. Happy days. Joyous news, folks. Now we can continue with the stream. Clappy D says, remember to hit the like button. Thank you, Clappy D. Do hit the like button there, even if you're watching the replay. Captain Shaki, let's just go. Too much waiting. You're absolutely right. I didn't mean for this to happen. It just screwed up at the beginning of the day. Do you know, I'm hitting the B here for the... I just get going and I'll talk during the taxi because I'm going to get too chatty and nobody likes that. Okay, so I'm going to go up to 10,000 feet. Thank you for following Matter. I'm going to put on a bit of music here because it just sounds a little bit better with a bit of media here. Let's get a bit of media, just a little bit of light music in the background here while we're going to be going very quickly now. It's not going to take long at all. Let us just hit the play button and see what that plays. That'll do. Volume 9. There we go. Happy days. Now you see. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's get going. Mass and balance. Come on. Let's go. Import for sim brief. Come on. Good. Boom here. Departure. Fine. Cav okay. Mass and balance. Load aircraft. Instant. 116 passengers. Not a popular place. It's in the middle of nowhere, I guess. 56.0. 56.0 slash, and it was 31.4 for the center of gravity. 0.4. No, not 0.4. 0.4. Thank you. Boom. Put it in there. Let's get the block field. That comes from sim brief as well. It's a little bit slow today, isn't it? Front block. There we go. Let's go to performance now. Let's get our departure performance very quickly. Because this is a short runway, I'm telling you that much. This is a short. I just looked at it before we actually went live, just to have a quick gander, and it looks pretty short. So I'd say it's going to be takeoff. No, that's Navograph gripper sim. Your departure brief gripper sim. There we go. Let's load up our taking off from runway 11. Surface is dry. Flap config 1. Force toga 2,500. Oh no, it's 2,500 meters. So I'm going to go no. Packs are on. Let's load that. Let's load that. QNH1042. Calculate. So that's interesting. QNH1042. If I hit the B button here. Interesting. Can't be 1042, can it? QNH1042. That's very, very high. It's accepting. Let me just check that here with the old weather here. That's very strange. Let me just double check that. I haven't seen that number for quite a while. No, I want the... Okay, that's right the first time. Where is... We are live. Oh no, we're not live weather because we restarted. Let's get the METAR there. No wonder. It wouldn't give us anything. QNH1041. Okay. Now if I hit the B button, that will work. 1042. 1042. 1042. Good. Does no harm to check things. We've calculated 136, 140. 136. 140. 140. Now we need our trim and our flex to temp. Trim is up 0, 68. 68. Up 0.0, so no trim needed. There we go. 1 slash up 0.0. There we go. And that is it for a flight plan. I've set my altitude. We'll leave it. Let's have a look at the transition altitude. I don't want to rush this now that I'm kind of late. So I'm going to, in Navigaph here, pop it in. It's just nice to have it on the other screen here. I'll move it across for you. We are in Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo. Boom. Up. Any old plate will do approach for 11. QNH is 6,500 feet. 6,500 feet, folks. So I'm going to put 6,500 here. I know that we've got no ATC, so look, it doesn't really matter. Okay, as long as you got something in there, otherwise you're going to stuff things up. Is the APU on? Is the question. Come on, APU. Negative. APU's coming on. Let's have a quick look at this airport while we're waiting for the APU to come on. Big light's going to come on now. Let's get some overhead lightage going here. Let's get the dome light on a little bit. Look at the emergency exit signs on. Any other lights we can put on, folks? A little bit here. A little bit here. Thank you. That will do. We want, we've got no hydraulics yet. We can have to start the engines. Let's wait for that old AP to start. And it's like we've done 2 starts, really, isn't it? So let's see who's with us. Sorry about all this today, folks. You know, what can we do? Jason is with us. Greetings, Jason's Lip Rocketeer is with us. Captain Tershaki, sorry to keep you waiting, Captain Tershaki. Raptor X is also with us. We've got Falstorm, Ian Bevo, and Redcap. Wow, I didn't think any... And Falcon. I didn't think we'd have anyone on. Do you know... I just saw that see the runway, it looks very short, but that's 2,500 and something meters. You know, so it's a nice. It's obviously one of these places that is quite, you know, not a big place, but see the airport here looks pretty modern. Doesn't it look pretty damn cool? Really, it's not one of these old school, you know, post Cold War. They're all modern now, you know. There's Ryanair, all bloody Ryanair. They're probably the only people that go there. Is this Ryanair? Because that's what makes these places, isn't it? You know. So the terminal is really well done. Do you know? And it's kind of a nice. It's a great place to start with VATSIM. If there's anyone on VATSIM, that is. Okay, let's get back to the cockpit. APU must be started by now. And let's check the APU flaps open. Yeah, we got APU is on and available. Let's take the APU bleed, please. APU bleed. And let's get Pushback and get out of here. Let's remove all the stuff hanging off the aircraft. So we need to go into Fenix ground services, please. So we'll get rid of the ground power unit. Jocks and cones are gone. We'll call the tug. We get the missus giving her pre-flight announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to and at last, we'll rock and roll. We'll be taking off shortly. At last. Switching to arc mode 10, that's fine. I want the tail to the left. Let's start up engine number, assuming your permission, engine number 2. So switch to start. Engine number 2, lead air is already on. Let's get the park and brake off. Park and brake off. And now let us get back. Let's start. There we go. Wroclaw is a pretty big place, Clappy T says. I don't know. I've never been to Poland. You know, I've never been to Poland. But it certainly looks interesting. Thank you for choosing Reaper Team for your flight, and we hope you enjoy this journey with us. Tail to the right. Sorry, what am I saying? See that button there? Tail to the right. Nose to the left, as I see it. Where's that yellow line? Where's the yellow line of goodness? There's the yellow line of goodness. That's what we're kind of aiming for. Now this is real life weather. Apparently it's cap okay here, which means it's clear skies below 10,000 feet, etc, etc. Look at that do. Oh, do Mr. Pushback man. Oh, did that get choppy there? It did, didn't it? Can't have that. I won't have it. I'm going to change the screen a little bit. I have a theory about why that might be. Let's just keep an eye on it. We'll do it in the cruise. Okay, truck, go away. Parking brake back on. Engine number 1 now. Engine number 2 is available, and engine number 1 on. Let's make sure we get our. Let's put down some flaps here. Right window, please. No, left window, please. Better view with the old flaps. And let's throw some flaps. 10 flaps. No. I thought the hydraulics were engine 2. I don't know much about it. You can't control it from the cockpit. You've got to be in the cockpit, folks. You've got to be in the cockpit to do it. Okay. All good. WeSim says, have a safe flight, Gripper. Thank you, WeSim. Are you going to stick around? Have I missed anyone there? WeSim just come on there. Obviously, Ian Bevingston says, I see that FSLTL can get deliveries from FS traffic now. Best of both. Oh, great. Oh, Clubby D says, my wife comes from near here. Oh, great. Olga sounds at home. Wroclaw is a pretty big... Oh, you know it. Oh, wow. How cool is that? How cool is that? Very nice. I'm going to just clutter down and say hello to everyone on the climb. Boom. Normal mode. Give me 10 flaps, please. Oh, interesting. My controller isn't working for the flaps. Of course. That's what happens when you change everything like that, isn't it? There's someone being very, very impatient and wanting to get going, and I don't blame them. Okay, park back off. Let's go. Always something with lights in. Always something. Parking brake is now off. Adding a little bit of power to move forward. We'll switch off the APU and all that kind of stuff as we go. Let's get taxiing, folks. Get out of here. Let's get out of here. As we're slightly wrong here, we don't need the APU bleed anymore, and we can switch off the APU. That's good. Taxi lights. And we turn off taxi lights on. Let's get the predicted wind shear on. We're not using the weather. We've got our flaps set. Let's arm the spoilers while we're here. Just steer a little bit. That'd be useful, just to steer, you know. What else? There was something else I wanted to do there, and that was arm the brakes. For ejector takeoff, that's on max. We've got our altitude set. And she's got to give her safety briefing now. There you go. And we'll be off.
There are 6 emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. When you are intoxicated, please refrain from opening emergency exits during your possible drunk episode during this flight. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin. Oxygen mask will drop down from about your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose. Pull the strap inside your seat. If you are traveling with the children, make sure that you're over masked first before helping your irritating loud child. We are unable to intoxicate.
Is there anything else now I need to do? I'll just go on with the flow here, folks. Okay, let's enter the runway. Let's assume it's lined up on wait. Fun fact, in the sim or in the real world, see the yellow line? If you put that in between your feet, you'll always be on the yellow line. And you'll see it on the recorder. Always be on the yellow line if you put your... I see, it's a bit messy. But if as I'm looking at my monitor here, I put that yellow line in between my 2 feet, as I see it. Right? You'll be right on it, look. See? There we go. That's in between my feet now, as I'm guessing. See? Same with the real thing. It's bizarre, isn't it? So all good. Someone's taken off the wrong way, or I'm taking off the wrong way. But the windsock is saying I'm taking off the right way. So we've got to line up and wait. Let's put the transponder on along with the TCAS. I'm just putting the TCAS on TA. Let's hit the config, takeoff config button. Everything's in the green and good. Let's get the constraints on. Also, let's get the lights on. Takeoff light on. And we're good to... I didn't quite do that as I was doing the lights there, did I? Oh, my taxiing skills. Okay, good. We'll do Ryanair. We'll go up to 50% on the throttle. 50% exactly, please. There we go. That'll do. Engines are good. And full power to flex. Flex. 68. Flex is set. SRS, nav, and auto throttle's blue. Forward of the stick. My arms look like they're very white there. It's just the camera. It just keeps resetting itself. 100 knots now. Oh, very good. There's someone taking off the wrong way. 120. It's very tight. You know, 2,500 meters. V1, rotate. And don't panic, rotate. That's very short. Wow. How's the rate of climb gear up? Let's get the autopilot on sooner rather than later. Autopilot on. We are passing 800 feet now, and at 1,500 feet, we are going to take power. Oh, no, that was my fault. I probably disconnected the autopilot now by doing that. There we go. Looks very familiar. The autopilot disconnected there because I hit the Xbox controller. Now it's re-engaged now. 1,800 feet climb. Set on the controller. So we want to climb set. Climb is set. We are... Why is it... Why is it decelerate? Why? Don't like it when it decelerates like that. To be accelerating up to flap schedule speed S here. So take the flaps up then. Now I'm going to go back to what I said on the stream. 10,000 feet, I'm only going to talk about what I'm doing. Because you get distracted. You lose situational awareness. Do you know? Or at least 10,000 feet for a while, and then certainly 20 miles out. You know, so because you're looking around at all the comments and things and stuff. Flaps are coming up now. You're looking around, chatting away, and you lose situational awareness because you're not flying. You know, or I'm not flying. No, there we go. It is a big place, isn't it? Who was that? It was Clappy D. Yeah, it is a big place, Clappy D. Ian Bevington there is saying two things. One, what is power to flex mean? And two, do you have the fish? Oh, did I have the fish? Yes, I was going to tell you why I was feeling a bit dodgy. I knew if I did something I'd feel a bit better. Do you know, you gotta keep pushing. So I'll tell you what happened. Right? Yeah. It's funny. It's not really funny, it's just... Easy there. What's going on here with speed? Flaps. Oh, my controller isn't working. That's why. There we go. The controller isn't working. I have to fix that. Why? I have no idea. Just the flaps on the Trustmaster won't go up. Now, why are you giving out now? Okay, it's just... There we go. It's fine. Let's see the errors here. Calibrate null zones. Okay, fine. The APU should be off. The APU should be off. It's slowing down there. Oh, I switched off the master there. Okay. Don't need you. I'm going to talk about now. As far as I know. Right, disarm spoilers. Gears up and locked. Auto brake disarmed. Spoilers disarmed. Lights. Flaps are up. Gears up and locked. 6,400 feet. We're good. We can continue climbing. See, it gets busy now. No. We can keep climbing now to what did we say it was? What was the altitude? Let's just get a climb. Let's go up to 30,000 feet to begin with, for the love of God. Now, does this work here? I want to talk to you about that. What the hell? No, it's not working. No. Don't roll. Let's just get this thing climbing. Go up to 30,000 feet and worry about it later. I'm scrolling with the mouse wheel, so it takes a while. And I was stupid because I had it in hundreds, not thousands. Let's answer Ian Bevington's question first. So, what is part of Flex? I'm not an Airbus pilot, so I'm going to give you a very basic one of it. So, as you know, you got the detents, right? You got toga, which is full power. And a light aircraft when I fly, you're always taking off in full power, always full power, right? These aircraft are they're overpowered, which is a good thing, I think. So see, it has a detent here, max flex. So what does max flex mean? It means that rather than taking off at full power, right? If the temperature is right and the runway is long enough, you don't have to take off at full power. So when I put the flex temperature in here, right, into where was it? Into departure. Right, this is my understanding. It's very basic. It says put in flex temp 68 degrees, right? So I don't know exactly why it's 68 degrees. Is that American Fahrenheit? I don't know, but it's taking the temperature, the pressure, and all that kind of stuff. So it's saying all you need to take off safely in this aircraft. The computer thinks if I go to flex, the computer thinks you need so much thrust. Let's say 92%, right? So you're only using, let's say, the computer decides it all. You're going 92%, not full power. So number one, you're saving fuel and the noise abatement, because people go nuts in airports if it's too loud. So it's just efficiency, as far as I know. Now, I'm not an airport pilot. I have a big document to read if I ever get a chance to read it. But you're just not taking off at full power, Ian. You know, saving fuel and the noise. But if the runway's short, you got a toga. You got to take off full power because it's not long enough to accelerate in the road. You know. Does that make sense? Also, I can't seem to make that turn. Why, I wonder? It's going very slow there, wasn't it, when I was talking? So what's happening here is, first of all, let's switch to standard on both. That's the problem there. Autopilot back on? No. I thought I hit the standard. I didn't hit the standard. I need buttons. I need physical buttons to press. I really need to get that sorted. It's very annoying. The autothrottle's gone as well. Okay, let's accelerate here. I'm going to lower the nose here. What is going on here? It's going way, way, way slow. Way, way, way slow. So I think it was just trying to climb too high. Sorry, too steep a glide path. You know, so there we go. I think that'll come on now. Autopilot on. There we go. We're back on profile. So just hand float a bit there. Where was I? I was answering Ian's questions. 2, he says, did you have the fish? Yeah. So, he says, gotcha. Thanks. Did I have the fish? Yeah, it's quite funny. I think I'm feeling a bit better now. Actually, that I'm doing something. I had an hour or two, right? So I sat down and I got these kind of crisps. You know, these crisps, they're kind of thin. I threw them in the bin. They're little crisps, right? And this is happened to all of you, right? I'm sure of it. And they put this there's sour cream and onion, you know. And I put one in and it was very salty. I was going, oh, here we go. With a Coca-Cola, you know. I was watching TV and put another one in there. Great, okay. Then I put another one in. And there was all salt and powder. I didn't realise it quick enough. It's like I was going, oh. It was just a big chunk of salt. Powdered salt and the flavourings they put on it. So I foolishly didn't spit it out. And I just took a swig of Coca-Cola. And it all went down. And it was a lot of salt and gunk. Oh, thinking about it. You know this stuff to put on them. So I was going, oh, I'm going to hurl. I'm going to chuck up. You know, I'm going to get sick. And I said, I'm not getting sick. I really want to get sick. Because I just had a whole load of salt, basically, and weird, God knows, powdery stuff they put in the crisps. So I was not feeling very... I'm feeling better now because I took a load of water. You know, and I don't know, it might come back, but my stomach is very, very sensitive, and I'm angry too. I'm gonna write to them a politely written letter. I probably won't get the time because as kids we used to do that. We used to write to the companies and we get a big box of potato crisps, potatoes and orange crisp, and we used to write to them. Not very much. We did it once or twice. Because as a child, you got better things to get on with in your life, don't you? They used to send us big boxes of crisps. This is great. I wouldn't have tried to write them, but I'd like to. It was just a very unpleasant experience. First world problems, folks. Do you know? Really. So has that happened to anybody? Have you ever had crisps and something suspicious went down? Let's get some eye candy going here. Did you ever have crisps and something suspicious is in the crisp after you ate it? Do you know? Let's get rid of the yoke camera for the moment and the face camera just for the moment. Me as well there. There we go. Get some eye candy there. Ian Beverton says, we've all been there. A nice drop of whiskey will sort you right out. Well, I threw some Coca-Cola down there because Coca-Cola is very good if there's something suspicious in your stomach. For example, River Liffey, as you know, all capital cities, the river is poison. Okay, in Dublin as well. People who used to fall in, they go swimming across the River Liffey, and if they swallowed anything, you know, if they're doing a competition or whatever, the marshals would have bottles of Coke. So if they swallowed water, here, you need to take a few swigs of Coke. And that apparently kills anything. In fact, Coke is used to clean metal. It's acid. Coca-Cola is if you think you got something dodgy down there, throw a few swigs of Coke down there, you know. So that's what they used to, I was enthralled with this years ago when they were doing some sort of competition or something. And the marshals had Coke for the swimmers. Coca-Cola, obviously. Oh yeah, now it'd be banned for saying Coke. Coca-Cola. So, 22,000 feet, we're on our way. We have. That was from earlier on. I exceeded the speed limit. 176. I think everything's going smoothly here with regards to our frames. I got chappy one time there only. So what do you think, guys? Jason, thank you for letting me know you think he's blimey. He says your stream is excellent picture quality. I'm delighted because I thought if you can get 44TP, take it. Now we're not getting any weather here. I'm on live weather. I'm on live weather, folks. Ian, did that answer your question though? Did I answer that correctly? Anyone? Sometimes you get people who know an awful lot about the Airbuses, which is great. I gotta read that. It's a brilliant document I haven't read it for 5 seconds. And I need to get the time, folks, to read that document. It's just an Airbus thing, you know. I think it's just clear weather, Jason. S84. I think the weather is clear, and we're not used to, we haven't seen weather like this in Flight Sim for it's only the last few days, really. You know, it is high pressure though. What was that? 1042. That's high pressure. So high pressure. If you think about it, it'll push everything. All the shite is in clouds, and you know it pushes it all away, and it's hard for the bad weather to come into the high pressure because high pressure is pushing everything away. Whereas low pressure, everything gets sucked in, so you get bad weather. So if you see in the forecast they're saying, oh, low pressure for the next few weeks, you know the bad weather's coming. Say high pressure, good weather's coming. Not all the time, but most of the time. So we've got a short hop. So what I'm going to do, we've got 163 miles to go. We're going to 30,000 feet. So look at the net here. 33,000 feet. Let's do what computer says. Oops. 33,000 feet now. Let's check it here. 33,000 feet. And let's get ready for descent. So we need to descend now. If I multiply 33 by 3, we're going to get 70 nautical miles. Sorry. 99. 100 nautical miles. Yeah? So multiply 33 by 3. So we have a bit to go. WD says some Hollywood crazy madness. Yes. A bit of this crazy. It happens. It happens. So let's go to our performance then. Right. So climb is managed. Cruise is managed. Descent is managed. And QNH in our destination is as follows. Let's go to here. Go to Fenix. Go to my flight. I'll give you the weather. Arrival. QNH is, it's going to be high as well. It's not put that high. 1015. Wow. 1015. Once, and let's put it on standby. Big change. A couple of 100 miles, isn't it? And the pressure. So we'll see if the weather might be poorer here. No, it's okay. A little bit of rain. I'll read it. I said I'd read it. Lima Zulu India Bravo. Issued. The weather was issued on the 3rd, which is today, at 18:30 Zulu. The wind is 311 at 11 knots. 10k or more visibility. That's in meters. Light rain. If you see minus, it's light. If you see nothing there, as in not a plus or a minus, it's moderate. If you see a plus, it's heavy. So it's light rain. Few clouds at 11,000. Few clouds at 1,100 feet. Broken clouds at 2,700 feet. Overcast at 4,400 feet. Great. Temperature 62.3. QNH 1015. Recent rain and no significant change. So what's it asking for next? Here, it's asking for the temperature and the wind. So the temperature was 6 and the wind is at 310 at 11. Happy days. Now let's have a look at our minimums for our approach. Let's zoom in here and get some Navograph. Come to a Navograph. There we go. Lima, Zulu, India. There we go. Back to Saba. We're coming into. Actually, I should have written that down now. I have to get it up here. You see, it's still have to write stuff down. Anyway, transition is 10,000 feet, and we're coming into. Didn't write it down. I think it was 22. Great. 22. Let's have a look at RadNav. No, let's get our minimums first, folks. Let's get our minimums first. ILS, distance and height. I'm going to take the highest. We're C. So 637. 637 feet is our decision. 637. 637 in the radio. Sorry, in the barrow. In the barrow. Not negative in the radio. That's it down here. And it's like the RadNav now. Frequency for the ILS. It's looking for 110.7. Let's double check that. I got the wrong plate up because it's the wrong one way. Let me just check that now. See, that's because I didn't write it down. My knee pad to go off hunting for it now. Let's get a flight plan here. Runway 31. I was incorrect. I guessed. So coming into runway 31. I didn't write it down in my little pad. Runway 31. Localizer. Which is this one here. So our. Let's just go back to. I wish you could pin this so it'll stay here. I have to do that thing, folks, where I get it from up here. You know, I'm going to write that down as well. Nav graph, because I won't be able to do this tomorrow because I'm going to be busy tomorrow again, and I'll get that sorted for the next stream. It's just nice so you can see it. I have it here, look. So I don't have to come away, you know. but it wants me to load there, so. Okay, so. Back to performance. Next phase. Next phase. Now, the approach as I see it here, the minimums are actually, we're going to go for just 537. Good. Bad nav. We should be expecting a frequency of 110.7. 110.7. Approach course 309. And it has 310 here. So 310, 110.7. Confirmed. All good. Anything else we can use, perhaps? And we've got 2 ADFs here. Do they have any? We'll put in, just for shits and giggle, this one here, 438 Barca. I just like to put it in. 438. Before you press. 438. It just says B there. And that's correct. B. Yes. Bravo. Great. So everything's there. Let's go back to flight plan. We've got 100 miles to go, 11 miles before descent. You know what? We're descending now. Look. There we go. 11 miles. Not far off it there, folks. So I did say 99 miles, didn't I? Multiply 33, your height, by 3, and that will give you a rough estimate of when to start your descent. But in the Airbus, you've got this nice little white line. It doesn't do it automatically like it does in the 737. Here, I'll get my camera up. Sorry about that. Boom. Let's go on the camera so don't forget those. There we go. It just keeps... Camera down here. All you need to see is the control column, isn't it? There you go. Brendan Berry's with us, and he's saying, yeah, that's an outdated METAR. Today is not the 3rd. You're absolutely right. And I was going to myself, not the 3rd. Yeah, look at that. What? Time's gone so fast this month. Really, I have to tell you, time is just... It's the 8th, of course. So stupid of me. Let me check my phone here and make sure what date it is. It's the 8th of February. That is outdated, isn't it? But never mind. We can hit the B button and just get the local QNH as we pass 10,000 feet, which is the transition altitude. You know? Now, because I was so flippant with this, that, and the other, we want to get those lights off. A little break there, put the cruise in.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And let's descend.
you may realize your safety belts and
Just in time.
around the cabin now. We'll be passing out alcohol shortly. Please order more than just one drink.
And we're not
at a
cruising.
time, as is customary. The toilets are also ready for use, while left is due now to defecate if
I'll
they
change that
are
in a second.
Thank you.
Actually, no, we're on to descent now. There you go.
Ladies
This
and
is...
gentlemen, we'll be making our approach
There
shortly.
you go.
We ask
Catch
that you
up.
take your drinks to your seat and fasten your safety belt.
Now, ILS.
Offering more drinks shortly. Also, we would like to take
ILS.
this time to thank you all of our subscribers.
We're going to approach
and
2,500 feet. That's what we want.
and the world.
On the... That's where we want to come down to.
On Twitter or member on YouTube, please consider joining
2,500
in order to
feet.
secure our adventures fair into the future.
Such hundreds, 2,500 feet. Oops. Good. I'm happy with that. The computer says yes. $2,500 feet. There it is. There. That's what I was looking for. That's blue. And we're on profile. And we're on speed. Everything's fine. We're on our descent. Next step. 10,000 feet is transition, and 10,000 feet is landing lights on, and 10,000 feet is usually belts on. But look, just put the lights on, belts are already on, all that kind of stuff. Very nice. We got the lights on. It looks a bit dark now there. Let me see here while we're doing that. I'm going to hit Control F3. And let's see if we're... That looks a little bit better now. Let's have a look outside. So if you have, as you know, I'm just playing around with this Alt F3. If you have an NVIDIA card, You can play with game filters just to give it a bit of pop. You know, so that's the standard Microsoft. That's a little bit of pop. A little bit too blue. I'd like to warm that up a little bit. But that's more of the colours. Let's put that back to where it was. It's just too much green in there. The temperature will change that. That looks a little bit more poppy. There you go. See, it's not too blue now. You get those greens and reds will pop out a lot more. So it's an art, really, isn't it? It is an art. So we're good. 10,000 feet we're waiting for. So a little tip. I was looking at all sorts of videos yesterday. Mine was already set, but I was watching Jay's 2 cents. Okay. In your yeah, I think all BIOSes have the following. It's just apparently it makes your RAM a little bit quicker and may get 1 or 2 frames a second. And in his video, his technical video, he said he got a lot of frames per second with this setting in your BIOS. And this is with an Aorus motherboard, which is the one I have. It's an older one I have. And he said if you enable XMP memory profile in your BIOS, you'll get more frames per second. But I couldn't test it because I didn't have time. But mine was already on, so I don't know what you think of that. Jay's 2 cents, and he says I have to disable it and re-enable it and see. So that was that shouldn't be part of the track there at all. Next track, please. Back to music. 24,000 feet, we're still in our descent, everything looks fine, happy days. We're going a little bit fast though, so I'm going to put down a little bit of speed brake. I'm going to have to manually come over with the mouse now and select the flaps because that ain't working. Easily fixed. You know, flight sim takes an awful lot of time sometimes when you're rejigging stuff and reconfiguring things and trying to tweak it. You know, sometimes you might come back on a Friday and you start, oh, I'll tweak this, tweak that. I'm starting to think that, okay, you might get 2 or 3 frames a second more the odd occasion, but the time you spend on it, it's not worth it. You know? But I started that yesterday, so stopped it. Look, I'm getting 40 plus change frames a second, and that's more than enough. It's as long as you're over 24, you've got movie quality, don't you? You know? 64 miles to go. 22. 66 miles. Right, yeah, there we go. So that's a good calculation. There we go. I'm taking off the speed brakes now, and we're good for back and profile here now as well. Let's have a look at the. We haven't really been outside. It's kind of a busy flight. I don't like starting poorly with the stream, you know, and things get cocked up. You can see a bit of snow out there. How is that? How cool is that? Bizarre. Just gonna have a look at the comments here. Robert Times gave us an update at Metar there. Yeah, there you go. It's 1024 as well. Sorry, 1042. Because you remember I was changing the Q&H and it said it was... You know, I thought that was a massive change, you know. But I didn't... Yeah, so it's not 1015. So if I hit the B button here... That will do it. I gotta switch from standard. So when I hit B, I'm guessing below 10,000 feet. I think that's how it works. It will give you the actual local Q&H. So 1042 is the same, which makes sense to me. 1042. Here we go. we're gliding. We are gliding. Just up there. I'm going to switch on the LS. Let's do when I get there. And we're getting an identifier 110.070. Double checking that with plate again. 110.70. Oscar Bravo. Oscar Bravo. There we go. We're not in range yet. We're not getting any distances. Fast I'm getting 31 to 34 frames a second. Happy as a sandboy. Yeah, as long, you know, if you're, what I tend to do is I'll ramp it up. The graphics. I'm getting 30 frames a second. I'm very, very happy. I don't think in flight sim you will not notice it. Do you know what I mean? As far as I'm aware now, I can't say about the choppiness. Now I did all this stuff. If you look at Q8's channel, it's actually Q and the number 8, right? You must be from Q8. He'll give you some tips there on how to make it smoother and get a few extra frames a second. But he's doing this in a 4090. Look at an older one. He's very good at that. He's obviously an IT guy in the hardware side and software side. Tabby says maybe turn on the recorder now. Yeah, let's do that. Let us do that. Where are you, Mr. Recorder? Order icon gone. Forgive me, I have to type it in here. There it is. I've got 3 screens. I'll show you now what I'm doing. If I have time. I don't have time. I'm sure I do. Get it over this side. Right. You remember me moaning I had a cheap TV. I've one television over to my right and I had one over to my left that wouldn't work. So I got, as you know, graphics cards now. I have 3 display ports and only 1 HDMI port. So I had to go looking for a HDMI to display port lead, and I got one. It was a big fancy one, but it wouldn't display the television because I wanted the 3 for real estate so I could see stuff. I'll show you now as best I can with the camera. So what I did then is I ordered for like £8 3 little adapters for HDMI to display port. You just stick it in and you put, and that worked. So I couldn't get this screen to work. So I can't really zoom out in the camera. So there's a screen over here. There's a screen in front of me. And I have another one here. So it'll just be more organized because I'm playing with Windows and stuff, and it's very cool. I do it in my setup video whenever I get to it, and it's just great to have the real estate. They're only cheap televisions. They're old televisions, do you know, which is great to actually have them. So now I got to see them working. So I have Navigaph off to my left with the music as well. I had other stuff open, like the recorders over to my right, and the music's on the left, and fly-by-wires on the left, and all that. And over here is just the streaming. Over to my right is just the streaming. So I just have more real estate, which is just great because, you know, I find myself half the time. You notice I'm not fiddling around again with Windows. I just look. It's great. Camera profile, all good still. We are now coming down 12,000 feet. Transition's 10. Speed is all good. And QNH is 1042. We can change that and the lights and so forth. So it'll be a straightforward approach. I do feel a little bit better now, but not 100% now after eating that crisp with a whole lot of salt on it. We've all done it. It's hilarious. Falstorm, good for a 2060 RTX Super. Oh yeah. I mean, I was playing Flight Sim and it wasn't I when it first came out. Was it a 1080? No, it was a 2080. And I was bombing it all. And I know people are playing on a 1080, and it's fine. Do you know? they're happy. Sorry, you don't. It's great news these times because PCs just last longer. You know. Algoran Sour Gravy, welcome. Welcome, Algoran. I'm sorry I butchered your name. Algram's here with us as well on YouTube. I hope that's the right chat. Pretty sure it's YouTube. Yes, we're on. Everyone's on YouTube today. Most of you are on YouTube watching, which is great. Following up is with us as well. Robert Ives, thank you for your comments there. The wrong day. What day is it today? February always goes quickly though, doesn't it? February always, that's 10,000 feet coming up now. February has always gone quickly for me. I don't know about you. Safety belt signs are on. Q&H now. Switch to standard. I never get it right the first time. Go on. Come on. 1042. 1042. And Microsoft obviously are having problems after the last little update. This weather, because and now it's the 8th. They must have been watching the stream. Thank you, boys. 1042. Cap okay. So the weather's great here. High pressure. That makes sense to me. Yeah, February just flies by at a shocking pace. So what's the next step? Okay, so we've got our Q&H. We got our lights on. 8,000 feet now. We're just getting right back on profile. A little bit fast, but we'll see if it slows down. Over here. Will I put the Toby tracker on? I don't think there's any need, is there? You know, so you can see where my eyes are going. The scan. So we'll be streaming again tomorrow. I don't know where we're going yet though. I don't envisage any delays tomorrow unless something pops up. Tomorrow is, of course, Wednesday. No, Thursday, sorry. Don't know if everything goes quick. Oh, it was a bank holiday here. No wonder. It's bank holiday on Monday. It's bank holiday. It's just veg on Monday. You know? You gotta have one day a week where you veg. 13.4 miles. Let's get ready. Let's arm stuff up here. That's as the crow flies though. Boom. Brakes. Onto medium. Done. Skid is on. Anti-skid is on. 13.5 miles now. We're good. We're going to capture the ILS. What we can do is, I know it's a little bit late. I just was curious to see performance. Oh, it's done it automatically. Okay. Wow. I don't know why it does it automatically. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. I'm going to hit approach mode now. So it'll pick up the ILS. We're going to fly below the glide slope here. It's the timer coming up. 12 miles out. So when we get to 10 miles, I'm going to put 10 flaps 1, 8 miles flaps 2 and gear down. And then the rest, I haven't made up a proper schedule. As long as we, you know our speeds. No, we'll go too fast here. Put the brakes. I'm going to put flaps 1 out early. Flaps 1 coming down. Oh no, they ain't because I have to hit the physical control. I have to go with the mouse now for some reason. Oh, that's one now. Pretty good. 9.3 miles to go. Going a little bit fast. I'm going to put the gear down early. Speed checks, gear down. A little bit early with the gear. Gear's coming down. Let's go back in the cockpit. We're going 200 knots now. Speed checks, flaps 2. I have to go manually. That's so annoying. Good, speed's under control. I'm going to take a slight right turn here. We're on the glide slope. All is good. Let's get the lights on. arm the spoilers off now and arm them. And brakes are set. So we're good. Coming down to our speed nicely now. Happy days. I'm going to get all the flaps. 5.6 miles down now. Flaps 3. Speed check flaps 3. Very nice. And speed checks flap 4. Full flaps, should I say. Let's disconnect the autopilot and do this manually. And come on. Off you come, autopilot. Here we go. Autopilot's off. My aircraft. 800 feet a minute I'm looking for. My eyes are in here. Ladder markers. Speed good. It's about just under 140 knots. Now, with the control column, you've got to discipline yourself. Just edge it in. I don't want to be doing this. No need for that.
1,000.
I'm coming a little bit below the glide slope, that's fine. Bit of a gust there, is it? There we go. Flaps down, gear is down and locked. Hands ready for reverse. Hands on throttle. Now, I can't see the pappies. It's a bit like a... Oh, of course, this is not fancy scenery, folks. It's just for Microsoft. But we didn't get what I was hoping for. We didn't get that hazy, foggy look. Eyes outside now. I am now ignoring all the instruments because at this point, it's just... It's not accurate, I think. Pretty sure. Now look, I'm going way under the glide slope according to this, but I never get those touchdown markers if
100 above.
I follow it.
$100.
Light slope.
Continue landing. Didn't get the call out there.
30, 20, retard. 10, 5.
Go, let the nose wheel drop, not like a lunatic. There we go, reversers on. Get on the center line. Don't need the reverse now, get rid of the reverse, 80 knots. Auto brake off. Buttons is kicking off. Just in time. You're just in time, buttons to kick off. You're just in time. And Bratislava. It's unfortunately because the mess I made to the stream. It's not. They don't have it actually, which is a shame. Because the weather can be quite poor in Bratislava. But use the buttons. I need that hand there for taxiing purposes. Use the buttons. Do you know? At 7:30, it's a half an hour before that. Ow! It's for 7:30 before that time. Easy. You're a small little dog. Don't be so potent. Oh my god. Crossing down runway here. That was quite painful buttons. Look, I'm braking today. I've eaten dangerous crisps, and you're kicking off as well. Bratislava, folks. Default Microsoft. It's quite a busy airport. I've been here before. You know, a lot of people from this part of the world, from Slovakia. Oh god, she's gone under the wires here now. She's gone under the wires. I'm going to park at the apron here somewhere. It's not the best standard, but it's there, you know. I park beside the Wizz Air here. No, I won't. Let's just go further down. Back a little bit. I think we'll fly into... we might fly... Oh, we'll see what we're going to do tomorrow. I don't know. I need time to think. I can't remember if they have any gates or not, though. But as you can see, the Microsoft's default now is just not good enough after having all the payware, is it? And I'll stick it in here. It's great, don't get me wrong, but when you fly into a default airport, it's like, yeah, you know, oh, COVID. So let's call some stuff and things. We're going to have a look at the replay. So what I'm going to do is go put the flaps back. I'm going to leave the flaps down. I didn't clean it on purpose. Particularly, I'm not going to switch the engines off because we want to see the replay. I'm going to leave the landing lights on and all that stuff on, and we'll have a look at the replay. Jason says, bless you. Yes, COVID. So as you can see, the default. It's a good effort by Microsoft. But North Bratislava was on kind of... It is still... Yeah, it's in between the valleys there, see, in Bratislava. So it gets a lot of fog, apparently. But maybe one day they'll have it out. And we'll fly here again. It's kind of an interesting airport. They have all the car park there coming out. Interesting. Not a bad part of the world at all. Slovakia. Not a bad part of the world at all. Where are the boys? Let's say shout out to the boys then, shall we? Let's hit the backspace here. There's Ian already in the ground. Falcon's already in the ground. We also have... Where's everybody else gone? Where's everybody else? Is it just not showing up, folks? I can see 2, 3 airplanes. It's just not showing your tags there, folks. Look, we leave the tags on, we'll do the replay and they'll appear, okay? So let's do the replay, folks, which you've all been waiting for. Let's just have a read here. Sorry, I missed a few comments there before we do the replay, folks. Sorry about that, bear with me. I'll just get the camera back. And in fact, we don't need that camera anymore. As you can see, Buttons is in here, look. She's in there amongst the wires, folks. You see that? She's threatening me. She knows what she's doing. You know it, I know it. Producer Buttons knows it. I know. I produce Buttons, I know. You know, she knows I know. Ian says 1440 is looking really good. Great. It didn't really look choppy there hardly at all, did it? Just I caught it in the corner of my eye, I think, once. So thank you for that. I'm glad that effort will pay off hopefully at some point and keep the quality going. I've got more things I want to do with the stream. Just to tidy it up and make it look a bit more cooler, as well as my skills. So thank you for that. Clappy D, thanks for putting the Discord. Clappy D, your hero. Red Cap says Airsoft does Bratislava, so might be on the marketplace. I looked for it. It might be the Aerosoft website, but I'm going to wait for it to come onto the marketplace because I can't be going, if I reinstall the whole thing, I'd be going to one website download, another website download, and getting the keys, and it's a nightmare. So I tend to just take it off the Microsoft marketplace, but it's not there yet. Red Cap. Thank you, Jason. Let's have a look at the replay there, and we'll chat while we're watching the replay. Let's see what kind of landing that was. So, stop replay. And a replay. Let's pause. There's Valstorm falling up. Lonely Reaper, you're all together there. So it's going to go crazy here, of course, inside the aircraft. Let's just get down to about here. Oh, now you're all coming in. And resume replay, and we'll pop outside. Reset the cam. And there we go. I don't want to... I'll have to clutter down and clutter back up again and say goodbye to all the boys before we finish the stream. So at this point here is definitely manual. We'll do 2 views. We'll do this one and one from the side, and then one from the passengers. That's what I tend to do, isn't it? Now let's get my face off and the cameras off for eye candy purposes so you can see. Let's get some real estate back here. We'll get the yoke cam off and we'll get my face off. There we go. Now I'm going to go to the side a bit because it tends to block our view from up there. So yeah, thank you guys for 4040p. I'm delighted you noticed. I shouldn't have said anything actually to see if you would have noticed, but it does improve the sim. I'll just take my time. I just want to tidy up. See up here? This I want to tidy that up next now. I want to make that more like the channel colours, etc. Get rid of that. So, a few bits and pieces to do. There we go. See, the glide slope was telling me I was way too low. But how am I supposed to get the touchdown markers like that almost? I almost got them. Well, I got the nose wheel there, didn't I? Just in time. Best way to land on Microsoft Flight Simulator, just like the real airplanes, folks, believe it or not, is look, put your eyes at the end of the runway. It really will help. Let's get the replay now, just rewind and have a look at this view. And then with the passenger view, we'll have a bit of a natter and see what you're saying in the chat. Clappy D says add distance to go to Fly Live. Yes. I'm going to write that down. Okay, that's done. I'm writing that down here. Okay, I take that. Let's have a look at the passenger view, shall we? And while it's coming in, it really is a stunning country. Eastern Europe is incredible, guys. If you haven't been to Eastern Europe, you're missing out. I want to go to Poland at some point. Sorry, that's my fault there. I did something silly. Let's get in. We set the passenger view here. Let's get into the cockpit. We look out to the left side, and we want the wing in its entirety, don't we? This is better. Let's resume the replay from there. Jason says, I'm watching you and flying on a 4K telly. Your stream looks really, really good. Oh, great. I'm delighted. I would love to get front monitor OLED. This is the front one. They're going to look really cool. But I'm very happy with what I have here, folks, for streaming. I got 3 monitors. Happy days. Three TVs. Remember, if you want to get another television for your sim, now I don't know about running it on 3 screens. Some people say it's fine. I'm not interested in that, but don't forget, you pick up a TV on Done Deal or a website, you know, wherever you're from. Ireland, it's Done Deal or adverts. Pick them up for half nothing. I love the way it animates the lift jumpers. See the way it's not using the ailerons at that speed, because they won't be as effective. It's actually using the lift jumpers and the ailerons. There we go. Brilliant. Happy days, folks. Clappy D, I will add distance to go on Fly Live. Any other suggestions? By the way, folks, I have not forgotten about if you're doing your setup. I love the wing flex there. Do you see that? Just have my eyes here. Just look at that. Wobbles a little bit. I'll just leave that view for a little bit longer there. Just love that wing flex while taxiing out, folks. It just adds to it. Just that little bit extra, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm aiming to improve the stream, and then I go back to improving my skills. How about that? I have to be a little bit more disciplined. There's a mess. There's a mess. On YouTube. Thank you, Jason. Thank you very much. Robert Times as well. Thank you as well. Captain Tershaki on YouTube. Thank you all. Thank you, Clappy D, as always. Ian Bevington, thank you very much as well. Redcap at 282. If I miss Brendan Beery, Ian Bevington, Brendan Beery and Ian Bevington. Valstorm, Ian McCarthy, sorry, I missed your text there, Ian. Evan, sorry, Evan. Hello, Gripper, don't know if you know a lot about HOTAS, but should I get the X56 and rudder pedals for the Warthog alone? It's a tough one, because they're very good. The X56 is very good. It's really a personal choice. They're all quite good now. very fact that you mentioned only that one says that you kind of want it, isn't it? You know, they're all very good now. But I would, yeah, I think the S56 is very good. Although I don't own one. I have the Thrustmaster, which is a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have bought the Taurus, you know, but I'm glad I have it. It was great. It's great for Elite Dangerous. I'd love to get into Elite Dangerous again. Do you know, at some point. There is my jammy jam jams. Yeah, I don't know. I remember my jammy jam jams and my warm shoes. There's buttons there trying to say goodbye, folks. So, folks, I'll see you tomorrow night. Sorry about yesterday. This thing here is working here. Look. Then it just came on. I don't know what's going on. The lights wouldn't come on, but it wouldn't actually physically work in the cockpit. So, folks, thank you very much. And I'll be on again tomorrow night with... hopefully it'll be... there will be new airports. They're not new, but there'll be custom airports. I might go back to America, I don't know. I'm going to see how I feel in the morning. I'm not going to make a decision yet because I'm wrecked. And I want to say goodbye to the boys of the stream here who followed us. So, thank you too. Stream out loads. I don't know why it doesn't show you all the tags straight away. It just shows a select few, but if I zoom out, maybe it'll click it in. There is, as you can see, Fallen Up. Thank you, Fallen Up. Red Cap's with us as well. We've got Falcon, Ian Bevo, Jason, and 2 or 3 others as well. So thanks very much for flying along, folks. It's great fun. Sorry for the mess of the stream there earlier on. But look, it happens to the odd, very rare occasion. And that, folks, is Bratislava. Happy days. It's quite a foggy place. It's always low clouds. I'm surprised it's quite clear at this time of year. So, folks, I'll let you go. Thanks a million. And thank you very much to Metro who followed. MERRTTU. Do get, when you're on next time, I'm on Tuesdays, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays at 6 o'clock in the evenings, Irish time, Metro. And on Sundays is with myself and Karen Click. We fly GA and I try to break stuff and crash and try to get out of trouble. So it's a bit of fun. So folks, I'll see you then. Thank you very much and ciao ciao. See you tomorrow at 6 o'clock Irish UK time in the evening.